Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. These guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here.
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
It's Deontay Banks with it.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Now here are the Seahawks in great shape to start their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. To be taken down, plus there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
The Seahawks at 7-5 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have the home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of them.
And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 39 yards.
And the Seahawks take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A tackle made by Dorian Williams. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run it with Hunter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again on the ground with Hunter.
You talk about this Seahawks defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need to.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Group be able to add the PAT.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded like a 5-year-old. This is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. Now he's going to step up and run. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. That's a Rams.
2nd and 5.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23.
I would guess it combined. If you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going. Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in the big way.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Hunter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Brings up second and 2.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to have a Rams first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Open man, it's Hunter. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to be taken in here by McCool. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
A gain of 9 yards.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Rams.
On the give, this is their fullback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
It's 4th down.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7th. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 2nd and 4. That's complete as Adnan Mitchell. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw here. setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Byron Young.
In there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Out of the gun now on third down.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Pass complete there to McClure.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Rams first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down, Rams.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
No receivers open, so he's forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back in the 25.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go.
And oh no, they spike it here. That was fourth down. So they spike it on fourth down, and they will lose the football. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT. That's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 14 is here, the final 5 weeks of the regular season. Teams jockeying for position. Let's get after it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is Dante Thornton. He was unstoppable in this game. 5 touchdown catches for him in this one. That equals the NFL record. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Jonathan Taylor. The team got into the red zone. He gets into the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run. The Colts move back to within a game of 500. They get to 6-7 with this victory. Lastly, let's go out to Chicago. The Bears taking on the Cowboys. And it's the former Golden Domer, Cole Kmet. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Bears win their 4th straight as they get the victory here. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 yards there, just like last play.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game. And you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, actually, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law. And it's
all right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators Probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. The throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his... way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This is Huddle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Hunter. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
Yeah, loading right out of bounds. And he is going to have a Rams first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. They'll try the left side. It's Hunter. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll get this down to the 10. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
19 yards. That's another Rams first down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Rams first down.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. Short throw caught by Pitts. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The point after he threw the raindrops up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. And just a one-possession game, down 8. Looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Looking to put a drive together.
Motion man right is Rice. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Tackled that time by Derek Hall.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
He'll look to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Hunter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
That's good for Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Samuel in motion. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Now inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
That's another Rams first down.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
The 11-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Byron Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The offense... On 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Gets past 1 man. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Powerful running.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Hands it off out of the gun.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hunter. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Jarquez Hunter with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
2nd down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember,